take that you're talking about, the scene that you're talking about, Ike and Jace have this conversation, and we just see them in real time make 10 free throws in a row. And the number 10, like, I don't know, we just had to get to 10. That was our mission.
Hey everyone, this is David Stark from Watch Your Pass. Today I'm joined by Reggie Rock Bythewood, the creator of Swagger, which has season 2 premiering on June 23rd, 2023. I'm going to talk to him right now, and while you're watching, if you can like and subscribe to this channel, that would be fantastic. I'll spend a lot. Thank you. Awesome. So, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm joined by the creator, the main man, the #1 recruit, Reggie Rock Bythewood of Swagger. We're talking about season 2, which premieres on June 23rd, 2023 on Apple TV Plus. It is a fun show. It's about the kind of pressures and influences on student athletes and how that kind of like bleeds into their lives. I really enjoy it, and I'm very excited to talk to you. So thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, my main question, like, in the middle of Swagger season 1, the NCAA dropped like a giant bomb on like the entire world of college sports and athletics, allowing NIL. I love how it kind of came into this season, but what was it like kind of adjusting that, adding that to this show, and like the rules keep changing? Did you have to like change episodes midway as like things developed?
And I think like when we were starting to work on the show, the NIL stuff had just begun to drop, and part of it was like trying to like understand what it meant. Okay, NIL, name, image, likeness, and okay, so now you're an amateur athlete and you can make money, and it was really great because we hadn't seen, as a storyteller, we hadn't seen that in storytelling before, where they could legally make money and not have to hide it, and so it was just really great, but just like an amazing like evolution to see how NIL, how social media, how all these things have impacted young athletes.
Yeah, for sure. And I love how you mentioned the social media. One thing I love about this show, I know it's kind of a signature of season 1, and it's back in season 2, like the social media, overlays on things that are happening really kind of shows how much of a microscope these kids are under. I mean, they're kids, they're young adults, and the NIL, I think, just adds to that, right? Not only are they worried about where they're going to go to college, but now their like brand and their, business essentially is also part of that structure. So I think that was a really great way to tell the story. And how did you come up with this, or is this just kind of how you
Well, I
always
mean, it's
pictured
just like, yeah, it's just like real life. I mean, it's also becoming a lure for colleges to have, some of them have NIL training, and so some athletes are choosing their colleges based on whatever NIL benefits they can get at different institutions. So it's just become like a real life part of the world of an athlete. And one of the things that we really pride ourselves on in Swag is just the authenticity, the authenticity with the storytelling and the authenticity with our basketball.
Yeah, for sure. And part of that authenticity probably came from your own experiences with your own son being recruited to college. I know he plays for UCLA. It's not really my team, but did any of those experiences come into this show? Like, did they influence some of the decisions that you made for this second season?
I mean, absolutely. Just the, just the angst of getting recruited. Are you going to get recruited? Who are the schools that are coming after you? And just that, and are you going to continue your career as a D1 athlete? Like, all of those things came into play. And so, as we as parents felt that level of intensity, it was great to be able to bring that into the writer's room.
Yeah, for sure. And I do like how, you're choosing based on NIL, but also after college, there's a scene early on where you see someone who, had it all, and then maybe life didn't work out the way that they wanted. So all of those, themes come in pretty early. And I really
Yeah.
enjoy that part as well.
Yeah, thank you. It's just real life authenticity, and the basketball is so important. But really, at the end of the day, like, the show's really about just growing up in America, and seeing how we overcome.
For sure. And I know you like love this. It's called like a onesie or one, like where you basically have a long tracking shot. Early on, there is a scene where Jace and Ike are just talking about life and shooting free throws. And I
Right.
kept waiting for them. Like, how many takes did that take? Like, that was insane how they just kept hitting it perfectly.
Right. Well, yeah, the take that you're talking about, the scene that you're talking about, Ike and Jace have this conversation, and we just see them in real time make 10 free throws in a row. And the number 10, like, I don't know, we just had to get to 10. That was our mission. And so I know some people watch it and they're like, wow, how are they using visual effects and this and that? There are no visual effects. We don't use visual effects for a basketball playing. They have to really make it, you know? And so it took us about 3 or 4 hours to get it the way we needed, you know, because the other thing is they're also acting in the scene. So like if the acting isn't right, then you know, it doesn't really work. But it was really interesting when they were really, really locked in as actors, it was easier for them to lock in as ball players. And I'll tell you, when they made those 10 free throws in a row and I called cut, everybody ran out on the court and we were just celebrating high five because we just haven't seen anybody do that on film before.
Yeah, for sure. No, that scene blew me away. And you can check out that scene and all the other kind of real world aspects that are in Swagger Season 2. It premieres on Apple TV Plus on June 23rd, 2023. This is the creator, Reggie Rock Bythewood. Thank you so much for your time.
All right. Thanks for having me. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. That was Reggie Rock Bythewood, the creator of Swagger, which has Season 2 premiere on June 23rd, 2023. It is a show that looks at student athletes and both the pressures and influences that they have in this kind of crazy, ever-changing social media, NIL connected world. I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of really good basketball action, has a lot of heart, and it really is kind of a realistic look into some of the things that these kids go through. So make sure to check out the premiere of Season 2 on Apple TV Plus on June 23rd, 2023. And if you like this interview, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.